The deep sea is an incredibly fascinating but also a mysterious and challenging world. It covers more than 60% of the Earth's surface, yet more than 80% of the ocean is still unexplored. It's a world of complete darkness, extreme, unbearable hydrostatic pressure, a seemingly inhospitable environment where no living organism can survive. Yet there lies a vast community of bizarre marine life, evolved with unique features to adapt to such extreme conditions. From the lively sunlit waters to the mysterious abyss, each zone of the deep sea is filled with wonders. The deeper you go, the weirder it gets. Join us as we discover who are the true survivors under pressure. The deep sea is an extraordinary world that lies below 200 meters or 660 feet and extends to the ocean floor. It is divided into different zones, known as the sunlight zone, twilight zone, midnight zone, abyssal zone, and the Hadal zone. Each zone has its own characteristics: temperature, salinity, oxygen, and pressure. The deeper you go, the more extreme the environment becomes. Just below the ocean's surface lies the sunlight zone, a realm where sunlight bathes the water. It creates a world of vibrant colors with bustling marine life. This is the most familiar part of the ocean, home to a wide array of species, from the tiniest plankton to the largest marine mammals. In these waters, life flourishes. Coral reefs, often called the rainforests of the sea, crowded with diverse fish and invertebrates. Schools of brightly colored fish dart through the water, while larger predators like sharks and tuna patrol the depths. But life in the sunlight zone isn't just about the abundance of light. It's also about the incredible adaptations these creatures have developed. Many species here have evolved to harness the power of the sun, like microscopic phytoplankton, which forms the base of the oceanic food web. Did you know that phytoplankton is responsible for producing over 50% of the world's oxygen? These tiny organisms are not just crucial for marine ecosystems, but for our entire planet. One of the most remarkable species in this zone is the manta ray. With its impressive wingspan and elegant movements, these gentle giants filter plankton and small fish from the water, showcasing the incredible diversity of feeding strategies in this sunlit world. As we venture deeper, leaving the sunlit waters above, we enter the twilight zone. Here, the light from above fades to a dim, ethereal glow and creates a world where only the faintest rays of sunlight can penetrate. The pressure here increases significantly, and the water temperature drops, yet life displays an astonishing variety. This is a realm of perpetual dusk, lying between 200 and 1,000 meters below the surface. In this shadowy world, marine life exhibits some of the most fascinating adaptations. One of the most mesmerizing is bioluminescence, which is the ability of organisms to produce their own light. From tiny krill to the majestic lanternfish, bioluminescence is used for everything from attracting prey to evading predators. Species like the hatchetfish, with their silver mirror-like body, reflect the faint light, camouflaging themselves from predators. The lanternfish, small yet numerous, use their bioluminescent organs to communicate and attract mates in the dim light. Another intriguing resident is the bristlemouths. These small fishes are only less than 2 inches in length, smaller than your finger, and have a large mouth full of gnarly fangs. Despite their tiny sizes, they are possibly the most abundant vertebrate on Earth. They glow in the dark from the rows of photophores along their bellies, providing camouflage from predators and prey. Besides these tiny fishes, the twilight zone is also a home ground for deep-sea gigantism. Yes, we're talking about gigantic sea creatures, a rare discovery that has filled the world with awe. In the year 2006, a group of researchers from Japan's National Science Museum caught a 24-foot female giant squid off the Ogasawara Islands. Giant squids can reach lengths of up to 42 feet long, which is about 13 meters, about the length of a school bus. It has eyes the size of a frisbee, the largest in the animal kingdom. These massive eyes can absorb more light, providing them a better vision in the dark. Unlike us humans, their large eyes are less for attractiveness, more for adaptiveness. Giant oarfish is another elusive deep-sea fish that can grow up to 56 feet or 17 meters in length and weigh up to 600 pounds or 270 kilograms. Despite its gigantic size, this longest bony fish can only feed on small fishes, squids, and planktons with its small, toothless mouth, making it harmless to humans. Deeper, silent, beyond the last remainders of light, lies the midnight zone. The depth ranging from 1,000 to 4,000 meters is the ocean zone that falls into perpetual darkness. The environment is harsh and unforgiving, with freezing temperatures and immense pressure that would crush most surface-dwelling life. As we dive deeper into the darkest part of the ocean, we'll start to notice flakes that resemble snow floating around the ocean. These are known as marine snow. They are debris made up of animals' excrement, a fancy word for poop, by the way, decaying animals and other types of organic matter that flows from the top layers of the ocean to the seafloor, providing a vital source of nutrients for animals in the deep ocean. Yet, even in this alien landscape, life finds a way. The creatures of the midnight zone are some of the most extraordinary and bizarre in the entire ocean. Many do not have color vision, having adapted to the total darkness, while others have developed unique sensory organs to detect the faintest movements in the pitch-black waters. The anglerfish, with its luminescent lure, is a prime example of adaptation to the darkness. These fish attract prey with their glowing appendages before striking with lightning speed. Another fascinating creature is the gulper eel, with its massive, expandable mouth and long, whip-like tail. This adaptation allows it to swallow prey much larger than itself, a crucial ability in the scarce environment of the midnight zone. Let's not forget about the colossal squid, which is found in the deep waters of the Southern Ocean. Larger than the giant squid, the colossal squid is one of the largest living organisms in the deep sea and can grow up to 46 feet or 14 meters in length. Descending further, we reach the abyssal zone. This expansive and mysterious part of the ocean lies between 4,000 and 6,000 meters deep. Here, the ocean floor is a vast, desolate landscape of plains, mountains, and deep-sea trenches. The pressure is immense, and the water temperature hovers just above freezing. One of the most remarkable features of the abyssal zone is the presence of hydrothermal vents. These underwater geysers release mineral-rich water heated by the Earth's core, creating oases of life in the deep sea. Around these vents, ecosystems thrive, sustained by chemosynthetic bacteria that convert the vent's chemicals into energy, a process akin to photosynthesis but without the need for sunlight. Despite these extreme conditions, the abyssal zone hosts a variety of specially adapted species. It's home to a variety of unique creatures that have adapted to survive in this harsh environment. Many of these species are scavengers, feeding on marine snow that sinks from the upper layers of the ocean. Unique scavengers like the deep-sea isopods, resembling giant underwater pill bugs, feed on the detritus that sinks from above. Their ability to withstand high pressure and low temperatures makes them key players in the abyssal ecosystem. There's also the giant tube worm. Those that rely on chemosynthetic bacteria for nourishment form dense colonies around these vents. These worms can withstand the extreme heat and toxic chemicals that characterize these vent systems. In the deepest reaches of the ocean, beyond the abyssal zone, lies the Hadal zone. These are the ocean's deepest trenches, extending beyond 6,000 meters to about 11,000 meters, reaching the very bottom of the ocean. The deepest trench is the Mariana Trench off the coast of Japan. Here, in these profound depths, the environment is among the most extreme on Earth, with colossal pressure, near freezing temperatures, and an absence of light. The Hadal zone is named after Hades, the ancient Greek god of the underworld. This is as enigmatic as it is deep. Creatures in the Hadal zone have evolved extraordinary adaptations to survive. Some have developed highly specialized feeding mechanisms to utilize the scarce food resources. For example, amphipods, the tiny flea-like crustaceans, are capable of consuming nearly any debris that falls to these depths. Snailfish, the gelatinous fish, can also be found here. They have a translucent body where their inner organs are visible, with a skeleton made of cartilage to help them survive at such high pressures. The deep sea may seem remote and isolated, but it is not immune to human activities and impacts. Humans have been exploring and exploiting the deep sea for many years, and we have caused significant damage and disturbance to the deep sea ecosystems and creatures. Our irresponsible practices, such as overfishing and pollution, have formed a major threat to the deep sea communities. Overfishing can reduce the population size, genetic diversity, and reproductive potential of the deep sea life, which affects the food web and the ecosystem balance. Over the years, tons of human wastes, such as plastics, chemicals, metals, and radioactive waste, end up in the deep sea, either by direct dumping or by runoff from land and rivers. These pollutants can accumulate in the deep sea organisms when they mistreat the waste as food, resulting in various problems such as toxicity, disease, mutation, and death. Pollution can also alter the physical and chemical properties of the deep sea water and affect the growth and survival of the deep sea organisms. Climate change has affected the deep sea in many ways, such as changing the temperature, salinity, oxygen, and the pH level of deep sea waters. It can alter the ocean currents, circulation, and stratification. These changes can have profound effects on the deep sea organisms, such as affecting their metabolism, distribution, migration, and adaptation. This will affect the availability and quality of the food and resources for the deep sea organisms and reduce their biodiversity and productivity. The loss of deep sea species and habitats could have far-reaching implications, not only for oceanic health, but for humanity as well. The deep sea is a vast and complex realm where life has adapted to the most extreme and challenging conditions. It also plays a crucial role in the Earth's biosphere. The health of deep sea ecosystems is intimately connected to the overall health of our planet. These environments play a critical role in global processes, including carbon cycling and climate regulation. It is a valuable and vulnerable resource where humans have a responsibility to protect and conserve. It is a world that requires our understanding and protection. Remember, every dive into knowledge brings us closer to respecting and preserving our planet's incredible biodiversity. Let's protect Mother Nature as we listen closely to nature's speech.